cheer up, William. It's a wedding.
Weddings tend to bring out the worst in people. I'm not certain I'm ready to see the worst of the mimico Newsoms.
I adore weddings. It always feels like love is in the air.
Congratulations, Higgins.
You mean Higgins Newsom?
What?
Henry has decided to hyphenate his last name.
Why?
Well, it's a rather storied clan I'm joining. Being a Newsom is going to be very much preferable to being a constable. All that responsibility never sat well with me, Tom.
Somehow we'll muddle through without you.
Congratulations, Henry.
Madam, how much did you and the good doctor spend on the wedding?
What's this? Just a little gift from your best man?
It's a pen.
It's a Henneman. Thought you could use it to sign the wedding certificate.
Well, thank you, George. You know, your friendship has always meant so much.
All right, Higgins, let's save that for the speeches, shall we?
I'll tell you one thing. I'm looking forward to walking into the station house Monday morning and seeing a different man sitting at Higgins' desk.
Yes, there are a number of strong candidates for Constable First Class. Have you made your decision yet?
Hardly matters who we pick. It's called addition through subtraction, Murdoch.
Gents, shall we?
Are you sure you're ready, Henry? Not even the slightest case of cold feet?
Oh, nothing could stop me from marrying Rúth Nιούσομ.
Henry.
You're going to be just fine.
Aren't you?
Roger, I am Rupert, you daft sweet boy. I've simply shaved my chops.
Henry, are you hurt?
I'm fine, I think.
Fine. You've been shot.
Methinks the shot missed.
There's a bullet hole in his jacket.
George, you saved my life. All right. Oh, thank you, Rupert. Brother.
What do you think?
Yes, you're quite welcome,
Strange.
brother.
Are you quite all right, Henry?
I think so, William.
44 caliber.
A hunting rifle.
An accident, I'd imagine. Likely the neighbors hunting grouse.
With a rifle.
They're Dutch.
I'll go check outside, see if there's anyone out there wearing clogs.
Glad you're all right, Henry.
Thank you. George, my jacket is ruined.
Higgins, that's what you're worried about. You're alive, man.
Well, how can I get married now?
Well, here, I'll swap you.
Oh, thank you, George. You know, you really
Higgins,
are the... No.
Higgins, it's a jacket. All right, there. Crisis averted. Now, I'll explain to the ladies why we've been delayed. Oh, a moment. My speech. Ruth.
Oh, George, goody. There's someone I want you to meet.
Geraldine Chumley. You can call me Gigi. I'm Ruthie's cousin from Ham Hill, Powick, Worcestershire.
I'm sorry, from what?
You're a balmy old egg, aren't you? Come on, let's get boiled.
Gigi, shush. Now, George Crabbtree, I want you to meet my dear cousin. This is Έφη Newsom of the Wexford Newsoms. Not too well off, poor devils, but still, they are Newsoms. Effie, George is Henry's best man. Effie's my maid of honor, so.
Matron of honor, divorced.
Right. Ruth, I have something to tell you. Henry's been shot.
What?
He's fine, but he...
Henry!
Effie, I should say straight off, Ruth has mentioned that you might be interested.
Save your breath. I just got out of one marriage. I'm hardly looking to race into another.
Right. It's just you know how Ruth can get.
never get involved with a copper anyway. I'm at Osgood preparing for the bar, and if there's one thing I've learned, it's policemen are the real criminals.
William, what's happened?
Henry's been shot.
Dear God!
Rather, shot at.
Is he all right?
He's fine.
Found this by a tree in the garden. There's no sign of the shooter.
The caliber matches the bullet.
That looks like one of the Newsoms.
The Newsoms keep guns?
Oh, they keep all sorts of weapons, sir.
Come, come, Henry. You must sit down.
All right. So someone took it from here, went out into the garden, and took a pot shot at Higgins.
Excuse me, gentlemen. Did you happen to see someone remove this rifle from this room?
What? No. We only came in a few moments ago.
Who are you two?
Constantine Kimberly and my son Pelham. The bride's uncle and cousin.
So neither of you touched any of these guns?
What? No. Excuse us.
We have no way to determine exactly when the rifle was taken. But clearly it was by someone inside this house.
Meaning they're likely a guest at the wedding.
I've just spoken to Ruth. We're going to go ahead with the wedding.
Are you sure you're feeling all right? You look a little distraught.
I'll be fine.
I mean, you just had a brush with death. It would be understandable if...
It's not that so much. When I came to, I thought I saw Roger.
Roger Newsom.
I thought I saw his ghost. And I thought I was in hell being punished for killing him.
Henry, you didn't kill Roger Newsom.
I was supposed to be watching him and I fell asleep. He went out for a haircut and he got shot. I was responsible.
He's mostly responsible.
I still feel guilty. And if Ruth were ever to find out, she'd leave me in a heartbeat.
Ruth doesn't know.
George, she can never know.
No, right?
Right.
Something wrong.
Effie, have you seen a piece of paper? I've lost my speech.
What, the one where you tell the story about Henry killing Roger?
Ruth hasn't seen it, has she?
Why shouldn't Ruth see it?
Well, it turns out she doesn't exactly know the whole story.
So you decided your best man speech would be a good time to tell the bride her husband killed her brother.
Well, no, that's not what it was. I was trying to just tell a funny story about how they first met.
Yes, well, it was quite funny. Rather well written, too.
Thank God. I'm going to burn it.
I think I'll keep it.
What?
See, there's a small favor I'd like you to do for me.
If you go in there to get married, you'll likely be in the room with whoever shot you.
But it was an accident, right?
There's no way of knowing that.
Well, still, I have to go in there.
Henry, perhaps you could delay the wedding until we know more.
No. William, when you were on your way to the altar, would you have let one stray bullet stop you from getting married? Would you, Tom? No.
Listen to me, Higgins. Just because we don't work together anymore and you're about to marry into a lot of money doesn't mean you can call me Tom.
Why not?
You're right, Henry. Nothing would have stopped me.
Well, I guess it's time I got married.
Shame Krábtri gave him that pen.
Sir, if you could keep an eye on the window, the constables and I will mind the guests.
Aye, aye, Murdoch.
I want you to find Grandmother Newsom's pearls.
What do I have to do with any pearls?
Here's what happened. 4 years ago on my wedding day, Moo Mama gave me a lovely necklace. Not very valuable, but it's been been in the family for ages. An heirloom, you see. I got divorced. Dear Rupert invited himself right over and stole it. Cad.
Well, it has nothing to do with me.
Yes, of course it does. You're going to find it for me.
No, I'm not.
Oh, well, then I suppose I'll have to tell Ruth about Roger.
Fine.
Oh, good. Shall we?
Where is she?
She should be right behind us. I'll go have a look.
I wouldn't worry, Higgins. I'm sure she's just... Oh.
You must listen to me, Ruth.
Okay, everything's going to be fine. Just please hush now.
Place the bride's hand upon the groom, if you please.
I can't do it. Ruth, you really must get the beat.
Stop it! You need to pull yourself together.
No. Oh, I can't be part of this.
William, who's that man?
Oh, that's Ruth's cousin. He was in the room where the gun was taken.
He does not look happy.
No.
Dearly beloved, here we are, gathered on this finest of days to join Ruth Alfreda Newsom and Henry Hieronymus Higgins in holy matrimony.
Where's Effie?
She went to look for you.
Terribly sorry. Do go on.
Yes.
First, I ask if there is any man present who has any...
I'm such a man.
Dear Lord Plummy, what on earth are you doing?
You know we were meant to be together, Ruthie. I love you. I've always loved you.
Stop, you're being a fool.
No, this boar is only marrying you for your money. Please, Ruthie,
Come on, son. Step down. Let's get some air.
Did you say that was her cousin?
Newsoms.
Do you, Ruth Alfreda Newsom, take this man to be your husband, to hold him and love him, to care for him and nurture him in times of ailment and haleness, prosperity and ruin, in times of unending joy and bottomless sorrow, for all the days and nights granted unto you by the Lord. Shh. So long as you shall live.
I do.
And do you, Henry Hieronymus Higgins, take this woman to be your wife?
Trins, what are you...
The ring, you're wearing my jacket. The ring, Henry, the ring!
Stand over there, I will get it.
Henry, you're not dead, are you?
I don't think so.
Everybody get back. Give him some air. Look now, Dimmock. Close the front doors. Nobody leaves the building.
Henry, are you quite all right?
I think it's...
You were standing right there. If you hadn't gone for that ring.
George, you saved my life again?
There. The mechanism for lowering the chandelier.
Why are there mechanisms for lowering chandeliers?
People have to clean them.
Oh,
It's been deliberately cut through. Someone is trying to harm Henry Higgins.
So no one in there watching the wedding could have done it.
Rupert Newsom walked out.
As did the maid of honor.
And that nutcase of a cousin who tried to stop the wedding.
Is it over? I've missed it, haven't I? Oh, Gigi, you really are a fathead!
I was simply unable to bear witness to such a tragedy.
Tragedy.
Oh, come now. Henry Higgins and Newsom? Pah! No. It would be an insult to the Newsom family name, one from which we might never recover.
I thought you liked Henry.
As did I. But this morning, I got to thinking. For instance, what would the Fanshaws think?
I don't know. What?
Well, just picture it. The Fanshaws come round for a nice dinner with the Newsoms. And there's Henry Higgins.
So, Ruthie hasn't married.
It seems that someone didn't want her to. Where did you go when you walked out?
The garden. I needed some air to calm my nerves.
He has rather some trouble with his nerves, don't you, Pelham?
Yes. The doctor says I need fresh air and lots of it, says that's the only thing. Say, where has Ruth gone?
Did anyone see you?
Well, I doubt it. But we were together. I was with him the whole time.
No, fine. I wasn't off looking for Ruth. I was smoking.
Smoking? So you were going to miss the wedding?
That was the aim.
You're the maid of honor.
Matron.
Nevertheless.
I was bloody well tired of the whole bloody thing, and I thought I'd nip out for a puff. Hang me.
I was asleep. I can prove it.
All right.
You see, I was dreaming that Ruthie and I were lions, and we were prancing about in a field of lilies back home at Ham Hill. Oh, no, that's not proof. No, of course.
Why would you decide to lie down and fall asleep when the wedding was about to begin?
No, you dear man. You see, I have a beastly medical condition.
That causes you to fall asleep.
Yes, that's right. I can't recall the name of it.
Narcolepsy?
No, that's not it.
Narcolepsy is the medical condition that causes you to fall asleep.
Fall asleep.
And how would you know what causes me to fall asleep?
Well, I would,
Say, that stout fellow over there. He's not one of those. Never mind. Find out for myself. Tulip.
Outside.
Outside where?
I don't know. Who cares? Why would I want to kill little Henry anyway? Now quit stalling and go on and get me that necklace.
Rupert?
Oh, please. We're old friends now. Call me Bingo.
Right, well, I've heard a funny story just now.
Oh, I love funny stories.
Yes, well, this one involves you and a string of stolen pearls.
Stolen? They were a wedding gift. When Effie ceased to be wed, they ceased to be hers. Mama would hardly have wanted them worn by a divorcee. She would positively die if she weren't dead already. Dysentery, you know. She was visiting Croydon. Bad air.
Perhaps I could just have a look at them.
Whatever for?
To finish the story. Picture's worth 1,000 words and all that.
Well, you'll just have to wait. I've wrapped them up and given them to Ruth as a wedding present.
One of the gifts? How am I supposed to know which one?
Well, presumably it will say to Rule Love Bonnie Bon or some such nonsense. Now give me my speech.
Your speech is safe. You can have it once I have my pearls.
Well, aren't I a lucky old lemon?
Miss Chumley, I was actually just...
How about we take a little stroll and get ourselves a good reminder of all nature has to offer, what?
Here he is! Here's the fiend! Don't you move a solitary muscle, Mr. Crabtree. Or should I call you Mr. Criminal Mastermind? Don't answer that. I don't care what you think. All that matters is that you spend the rest of your natural life behind bars. I hereby declare a citizen's arrest. Citizen's arrest!
Citizen's arrest?
What for? Well, first of all, I don't exactly fancy the liberties you're taking with my cousin. But more importantly, you stole my wedding gift for Ruth.
No! Well, I am not, and I did not.
I told you about it, then 2 minutes later, it was gone. If you didn't steal those pearls, who did?
Pearls? You were going to give me Mama's pearls.
I was. It was to be a surprise.
But I love pearls. And surprises.
Oh, I know, Ruthie, I know.
I can't believe you do this to me, George. And betray dear old Effie like that.
I didn't!
No, you are just jealous, aren't you? You're a pitiable... I don't know what's another word.
Toad.
A pitiable toad.
Don't. George, you are my best man, and you are ruining our wedding. I'm ruining your wedding? Henry, somebody out there is trying to kill you.
What have I missed?
They've postponed the wedding until tomorrow.
They say there's enough room for us all to stay the night.
Excellent.
Oh,
William, there's something you should see.
Since there's a thief in our midst, I thought I would lock the ring away overnight. Look, the dial's been chipped.
So have the hinges. Someone's tried to break into it. What do you keep inside?
Nothing of any value. Birth certificate, Roger's dentures, newspaper from the day I was born, my letter from father.
For Ruth upon her wedding. Miss Newsom, we must open this.
Oh, but father said to open it after I'm married.
Yes, but whoever was trying to break into this may be after this letter.
But father said to open it after I'm married.
I need to examine it. It may tell us who was trying to kill Henry.
But father said to open it after I'm married.
Well, dear, what if William promised not to open it?
Effie, I need it back.
Need what back?
The necklace.
Well, no.
Effie, you have to. Look, Ruth has found out.
I don't care. Those pearls are mine.
Well, at least give me my speech.
I'm not falling for that trick. If I open this door, you'll barge right in and take the necklace.
There. That should provide sufficient wattage to reveal what's inside.
Does it only work on paper? Or might it be used to reveal other things?
It's only intended for paper. And it seems to be working remarkably well.
Perhaps we should give up and move on to more exciting endeavors.
I may be able to decipher it.
I wish you could decipher what I'm saying.
Oh.
George, what are you doing here?
I just...
We'll have to be quick.
No.
Luckily, the letter was only folded once. But I believe I have it.
To Boopsie on her wedding day, I leave you one last game to play. Your cherished Darcy you will find, but first a challenge of the mind. Where snow did fall, I've hid the key to this domestic mystery.
This is what our thief was trying to get.
Presumably, Mr. Newsom has hidden something for Boopsie.
And someone may be trying to kill Henry in order to keep her from finding it.
Come now, you pretty little prowler. Don't play coy. What other reason could you have for sneaking into my room in the middle of the night? There's only one reason I can think of, and it's something that'll wake up half a minute.
No, Miss Chumley.
Oh, don't be so formal, Georgie.
We mustn't. Because we can't. Not until after the wedding. I mean, we can't allow our passions to get in the way of what should be the celebration of the love of others.
Oh, my mind knows you're right, old bean, but my hands have another idea altogether.
chaps. For the last time, it wasn't me. I swear it.
You wanted to stop the wedding. So you snuck into the room to kill the groom to keep him out of your family.
No. No, 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 no.
You were standing right there with a sword in your hand.
Yes. But I never went into Henry's room. There was another man who rushed by me in the hallway.
You're saying that there was a second man with a second sword also sneaking around under the cover of darkness at the exact same time.
Well, it sounds implausible when you say it like that. I was bringing the sword to Henry as a gift. It's the most valuable item in the house. A piece of the crown jewels of, I can't remember, Sweden or Ceylon or someplace.
A gift.
I was trying to buy him off. I cannot let Ruth marry him.
Because of dinner with the Fanshaws?
No. Because the Fanshaws don't come round for dinner anymore. No one comes round anymore. Once Ruthie marries, they'll move into the Toronto house and I'll be the only one left. Alone. The loneliest man in all Mimico.
There's my sinister little Cossack.
Shirley!
Oh, I was well bucked to see you last night, but can't say I got much sleep afterwards. Now, where were we?
Shirley! I really can't.
George! Crabbtree! What are you doing to poor Gigi? Get off of her! She is an invalid, you know.
Invalid?
Narcolepsy. And poor Effie is going to be so heartbroken.
Yeah, I'm sure she will not be. In fact, the only reason I came was to give you these.
Rupert Newsom didn't do it.
Really?
This sword is purely decorative. It's not sharp enough to cut through fabric like this. In actual fact, it's a replica. These jewels are fake.
No big surprise that Rupert would try to buy Henry off with a fake sword.
Those swords, on the other hand, antiques, but every one of them razor sharp.
No one reported seeing anyone leaving or entering their room last night, save for Έφη Νιούσομ.
Why would she want Henry dead? Why would anyone, for that matter?
Perhaps our letter will shed some light on who that may be.
I want it back.
Want what back?
You know exactly what. I know you snuck into my room last night and stole it.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
No? Well, it's a good thing I have your speech then. Though perhaps I'll be handing it off to someone else soon.
You know what? You do what you will. The only person you'll be hurting is Ruth.
Where snow did fall, I've hid the key to this domestic mystery. Oh, goody. Oh, Father always used to bury little gifts for me. It was my absolute favorite.
Snow is capitalized. Perhaps you had a pet by that name buried somewhere on the property?
No. Oh, there was Mr. Snow. He was Roger's valet for donkey's years.
I hope he's not buried here.
Oh, no. Although he did shoot himself in the garden. Right over there. Oh, what fun.
I'll find something to dig with. Oh, George.
I think I have something.
Looks like a treasure chest.
Hurry, hurry, hurry. It's my treasure. It's empty.
The lock's been broken.
Somebody's beaten us to it. What do you think it could have been?
Oh, well, obviously it was a key.
What?
No, it says right here. Where snow did fall, I've hid the key.
Well, I think in this case, key may have been figurative.
No, but Daddy promised me a house. Surely he'd leave me a key.
What house?
The Darcy house.
Oh, I think that he was referring to Mr. Darcy.
Who?
Jane Austen?
Who?
Actually, no. In this case, Darcy is spelt with a D apostrophe A.
Like the Toronto street.
Yes, Darcy Street. That's what I've been telling you. Someone has stolen the key to the Toronto house.
What? I need you to look into something for me.
Promise me you won't lose this, Henry.
How am I going to lose it? We're getting married in 20 minutes. What's this?
Oh, it's probably a clue. Let me see.
Oh, right. I left my jacket in my room. The letter must be George's.
Oh, how wondrous. Oh, it's all about how much we love each other, Henry. Did George write this?
It must be his best man speech.
Ruthie, let me see that, will you?
Oh, it's all about how we first met. Oh, and how it was love at first sight. And oh, how you fell asleep and then caused Roger's death. Oh. Oh.
He must be joking.
No, but it's not funny. It says that you killed Roger.
Well, you know George. No sense of humor.
Oh, I'm afraid I have some bad news.
I don't think now is the best time, William.
Miss Newsom, the key that was buried by your father has been stolen. The jeweled sword that hung on this wall was replaced with a fake. I believe someone has been robbing this family blind.
It's just a sword and a house.
I inquired at the bank. It appears all of the family's accounts have been drained.
What? What do you mean drained?
There's nothing left. Even this estate has been mortgaged.
I don't think I understand. Are you saying that... What are you saying?
I'm saying the Newsoms are penniless.
Well, surely there's a million left.
Nothing. In fact, they are in quite some debt.
I suppose the wedding's off then?
Yes, I suppose it is.
Perhaps it's for the best that this happened now, before the wedding.
My whole life is ruined, sir.
The way I see it, Higgins, if you don't want to marry her now that she has no money, perhaps she was never the one for you.
George, I'm only worried about that because I know Ruth won't be able to live the life of a commoner.
Are you trying to say you don't care about the money?
Of course I care about it. I'm not an idiot, sir. But I'd still marry my rhubarb pie without it.
Then what did you call off the wedding?
I didn't call it off. She did. George, I killed her brother.
I suppose I'm partly to blame for that.
No. I'm the one who fell asleep that day, and I am the one who lied to Ruth about it.
Takes a good man to know when he's at fault, Higgins.
Sir, in light of recent events...
Oh, bloody hell.
If you could see it in your heart to have me back, sir, I know I don't deserve such a kindness in light of my behavior.
Higgins, that's enough.
Sir, I was a veritable worm. I was less than a worm. I was a
grub.
I was a grub, sir. I see that now, but I am a grub who has nothing. Please give me my job back.
Fine, just stop your bloody sniveling.
Oh, sir, thank you.
Higgins, get off.
Every account, empty or overdrawn, and your signature is on every withdrawal.
I don't understand.
You took the money.
I didn't.
The Toronto house on Darcy Street was sold. Miss Newsom was going to move there after she was married, thereby exposing your theft.
Yes. Quite right. I did it.
You did?
Yes. I spent it all on booze and cigars and other sundries. Great fun, but obviously I regret it now.
But why would you need to send $80,000 to a bank account in San Francisco to purchase sundries?
Whew. Good question. Ginseng? The important thing is, I did it. Mystery solved.
I hate you, George Krábtry.
Yes, and you have every reason to, but that's the thing, Ruth. You have no reason to be angry with Henry. Look, I'm the one who wrote that speech, and the fact of the matter is, I made the whole thing up. What? I mean, it's true. On the day that Roger died, he was determined, adamant even, that he go off and get a haircut for his court appearance. Nevertheless, it was Henry who said, no, you mustn't, it's far too dangerous. Then, later, while, again, Henry was off getting us all our suppers, I fell asleep, Roger left, I'm the one responsible.
Oh, you really are the worst, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
You are so jealous of Henry. Dear, sweet Henry, your best friend in the whole world, that you would go and tell a host of lies on his wedding day? What, out of spite? Jealousy?
Yes, that's what I did. Now that it's settled, will you still marry Higgins?
What? That Roger business doesn't have anything to do with why we're not getting married.
It doesn't?
Of course not. I could have forgiven him for that.
Well, then the wedding is still on.
We're destitute, George. Henry would never marry me now.
I have a feeling he could be convinced.
Oh, Ruthie. Of course I'll still marry you.
But I have nothing.
But we will have everything.
Presumably the thief is the one who tried to break into the safe. But Mr. Newsom would have that combination.
Have a look at this. There appears to be two distinctly different sets of signatures. When he's writing a check to the tobacconist or for an automobile, it's slanted, messy. But for a significant sum, it's neat and controlled.
Forgery? But who?
Someone who obviously knew about the Darcy house.
Someone in the family.
I hate to admit it, but perhaps it's Rúth Newsom herself.
Me? Oh, that's nonsense. I don't know a thing about bank doodahs. My Uncle Connie takes care of all that.
Your uncle was in charge of the family finances.
Of course. Oh, we should ask him who took the money.
He left the wedding before the chandelier fell.
Yes, but he was supposedly with his son.
No, he wasn't. I was smoking a cigarette and saw Plum walking the gardens alone.
Leaving your uncle unaccounted for.
But why would Mr. Newsom lie and claim responsibility?
Perhaps they colluded.
Or he was angry.
What do you mean?
I've witnessed Rupert's temper more than once. He might be trying to kill the man.
It was an accident, man. Listen to me. No. I just needed to borrow a little capital for an opportunity in California. I was going to have the money back inside of your accounts inside of a fortnight.
I am not listening.
It was a sure thing. But then the quake hit Frisco, and, well, it wasn't so sure anymore. I had to borrow more money to make back the money I'd lost and delay the wedding so you wouldn't find out till I could buy back the Toronto house.
Silence! Stop this pleading and prepare to die, will you?
Mr. Newsom, put the sword down or you will be charged with attempted murder.
Charged?
Rupert, no!
Oh, thank God.
Well played, old boy. Thank you, Mr. Newsom. The sword, you idiot!
Constantine Kimberly, you are under arrest for the thrice attempted murder of Henry Higgins.
What?
To be honest, the pearls look better on Ruthie anyway. I should say I'm sorry about everything that happened.
Effie, I just want to get through the wedding.
Say no more, Minister.
clean horse?
Well, it's spotted, dear.
Horses don't have spots, Henry.
Well, Higgins, best of luck to you. I suppose I'll be seeing you at work after all.
Oh, now, George, now you must promise that you two will come and have supper with us sometimes, yes?
No, absolutely not. Look, I have saved Henry's life 3 times this weekend. You wouldn't even be getting married if it wasn't for me. All I want is never to lay eyes on Effie again.
Oh, no, George, I know that you don't care for Effie. I heard you loud and clear. So I've decided to align you with your heart's desire. Enjoy.
Oh, we've missed the photograph.
Gigi?
George.
Plum?
Oh, dear. I suppose I owe you a dribble of an explanation.
Yes, well, I dare say, what is this other than a terrible betrayal? I mean, how could I ever lay eyes on you again?
Please, George, no. I didn't think you'd come. I like you so much more than the stoop of pudding.
You what?
Oh, shut up, Plummy. You know what this is.
Thank you again, Tom. Sir. I'll be reporting for duty on Monday morning.
Monday? You're not going on honeymoon?
What honeymoon? We don't have any more money.
Adieu, friends. I know not when we shall meet again, but meet again we shall.
Dear Lord Bingo, where are you going?
To a life of poverty, of course. There's nothing left for us here, is there? The grand adventure of life awaits. Adventuring I go, up ho, adventuring I go, so far from Mimico, hep ho, into poverty I go.
True love did win out in the end.
You're right. In fact, I believe love is still in the air.
Oh.